priceless.
The daily routines of seniors are deeply shaped by their environment and culture, particularly when it comes to diet and physical activity. In many parts of America, life is built around convenience, which often means less physical exertion. Robert's lifestyle in Florida reflects this. His meals often consist of processed or pre-packaged foods from the supermarket, which are convenient, but often high in salt, sugar, and fat. Lunch might be a microwaved meal, and dinner could be takeout from a local restaurant. The culture of large portion sizes means that eating out frequently can contribute to weight gain and other health issues over time. Physical activity for Robert is often a scheduled event. He might drive to a gym or a local park designed for recreation. While these facilities can be excellent, they require a deliberate effort to access. The sprawling nature of his suburban community makes casual walking difficult and sometimes unsafe due to the lack of pavements and the speed of traffic. This reliance on cars for every small errand means that opportunities for incidental exercise, the small movements we make throughout the day, are greatly reduced. This sedentary lifestyle is a significant factor contributing to health problems in later life for many Americans. In the United Kingdom, Eleanor's daily life encourages more natural movement. Her town is compact and walkable. She walks to the shops, to the post office, and to visit friends. This daily activity is not something she thinks of as exercise. It is simply how she gets around. This consistent, low-impact movement is incredibly beneficial for maintaining mobility and cardiovascular health as one ages. Many British towns and cities were built long before the car became dominant, and this historical layout continues to promote a more active lifestyle for their residents today, young and old. Eleanor's diet also tends to be different. She is more likely to cook her meals from scratch, using fresh ingredients she buys from local shops. A typical dinner might be a roast chicken with potatoes and vegetables, or a simple shepherd's pie. While traditional British food can be heavy, the culture of home cooking and smaller portion sizes offers a contrast to the American reliance on processed foods and eating out. This approach to eating, combined with a more active daily routine, creates a lifestyle that can be far kinder to the body as it ages, fostering resilience and health well into the later years. When we look at the health of older adults through the lens of data, a clear picture emerges of the different challenges faced in the United States and the United Kingdom. Life expectancy is a fundamental measure of a nation's health. In the United Kingdom, the average person can expect to live to around 81 years. In the United States, that number is lower, at approximately 77 years. This gap, while seemingly small, represents millions of years of life lost across the population and points to underlying issues in health and lifestyle. It suggests that something in the American experience is leading to shorter lives for many. The rates of chronic illness also tell a compelling story. In the United States, older adults report higher rates of many serious conditions compared to their British counterparts. For example, the prevalence of obesity among seniors is significantly higher in the United States, which is a major risk factor for many other diseases. American seniors are also more likely to be diagnosed with diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer. These conditions not only shorten life, but also dramatically reduce the quality of life, leading to more years spent in poor health and with greater dependency on medical care. Let us look at some specific health problems. Arthritis, a condition that causes pain and stiffness in the joints, is reported more frequently by seniors in the United States. This can severely limit mobility and independence. High blood pressure, a silent but dangerous condition, is also more common among older Americans. These differences are not simply due to genetics. They are strongly linked to the lifestyle factors we have explored, such as diet, physical activity levels, and the chronic stress that can come from financial and healthcare worries. The numbers reflect the daily realities of life in each country. In contrast, while British seniors are by no means free from health problems, the overall picture appears more favorable. They have lower rates of obesity and diabetes, and they tend to spend more of their later years in good health. This is often referred to as health-adjusted life expectancy. It is not just about living longer, but about living more of those years without disabling illness. The data suggests that the combination of a less stressful healthcare system, a more active daily life, and different dietary habits contributes to a healthier old age for many in the United Kingdom. The health of an individual is not only determined by their physical body, but also by their mind and spirit. Social connection plays a vital role in our emotional well-being, especially as we age. In this regard, the experiences of seniors in the United States and the United Kingdom can be quite distinct. In the United States, social isolation is a growing concern among the elderly. The sprawling, car-dependent suburbs where many seniors like Robert live can become lonely places, particularly if one can no longer drive. Friends and family may live far away, and opportunities for spontaneous social contact are few and far between. This isolation can have profound effects on mental health. Loneliness has been linked to higher rates of depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline. For many American seniors, social life is something that must be actively pursued and scheduled. It might involve joining a club, attending a religious service, or volunteering. While these are valuable activities, they often depend on one's ability to travel and can feel less organic than the day-to-day interactions that build a strong sense of community. The structure of the environment itself can create barriers to the very connections that are so essential for our happiness. In the United Kingdom, the structure of many towns and villages naturally fosters a greater sense of community. Eleanor's life is enriched by the casual encounters of her daily routine. The chat with the postman, the greeting from a neighbor, the conversation at the local pub, these small moments create a web of social ties. Community life is often centered around shared public spaces, the village green, the community hall, the local market. These places provide a natural setting for people to gather and interact across generations, reinforcing a sense of belonging and mutual support. Of course, loneliness exists in the United Kingdom as well, particularly in large anonymous cities. However, the culture of local community and the existence of a strong social fabric in many areas provide a powerful buffer against isolation. Organizations like the Women's Institute or local walking groups offer structured social opportunities that are easily accessible. The very design of older British communities, with their high streets and public footpaths, encourages people to be out and about, to see and be seen. This simple act of coexisting in public space helps to keep the threads of community strong, nurturing the emotional health of its older residents. The environment in which we age, our homes, our neighborhoods, our access to the world, has a tremendous impact on our health and independence. Inequality, both in income and location, plays a significant role in shaping the senior experience in both countries. In the United States, there is a vast difference between the life of a wealthy senior in a well-equipped retirement community and that of a low-income senior in a neglected urban neighborhood or an isolated rural area. Access to healthy food, safe parks, and reliable transportation is not a given for everyone. For an older American living in a food desert, an area with limited access to affordable and nutritious food, maintaining a healthy diet is a daily struggle. Public transportation in many parts of the United States is often unreliable or non-existent, making it difficult for seniors who do not drive to get to medical appointments or grocery stores. For those in rural areas, the nearest hospital can be an hour's drive away. This inequality of access creates stark disparities in health outcomes, where one's postcode can be as important as one's genetic code in determining the quality of old age. In the United Kingdom, while inequality certainly exists, its effects can be softened by certain national structures. The presence of the NHS means that access to healthcare is not dependent on income or location. Furthermore, a more comprehensive public transport network of buses and trains connects even many small towns and villages, providing a lifeline for seniors who do not own a car. This allows for greater independence and mobility. Eleanor can take a bus to a nearby larger town for a hospital appointment or to visit family, an option that is simply not available to many of her American counterparts. Access to nature and public space is also different. The United Kingdom has a proud tradition of public footpaths and right-to-roam laws, giving people access to walk across much of the countryside. City parks are plentiful and well used. This easy access to green space provides opportunities for both physical activity and mental restoration. While British cities also have their deprived areas, the overall infrastructure is often more supportive of an aging population. The environment is more likely to be seen as a shared resource, designed to support the well-being of all its inhabitants, including the elderly. Let us imagine our two seniors, Robert from Florida and Eleanor from Yorkshire, meeting one day. Perhaps Robert is on a trip to the United Kingdom, exploring his ancestry. He finds himself in Eleanor's small town and stops at the local pub for lunch. Eleanor is there with her friends from the knitting circle. They strike up a conversation. Robert speaks of the sunshine and the convenience of his life, but also of the long drives and the worry over medical bills. Eleanor talks about the rain and the long NHS queues, but also of her daily walks and the comfort of knowing her neighbours. In their conversation, they might find common ground. Both cherish their independence. Both find joy in the company of friends. They laugh together, sharing stories of their grandchildren and their pasts. Robert might marvel at the ease with which Eleanor moves through her community, while Eleanor might be impressed by the scale and ambition of Robert's world. They would see that a good life is made up of small, positive moments, regardless of where one lives. A shared joke, a good meal, a feeling of connection. These are the universal elements of a life well lived at any age. As they part ways, we are left with a powerful and enduring question. What matters more for a long, healthy and happy life? The place where we live, or the path that we choose to walk each day? Is it the system, the healthcare, the transportation, the structure of our towns that shapes our destiny? Or is it our personal choices, the food we eat, the exercise we take, the effort we make to connect with others? The stories of Robert and Eleanor suggest that the answer is not simple. It is a delicate interplay between the two. Our environment can make healthy choices easier or harder. A walkable town encourages activity. A healthcare system free from financial worry reduces stress. But within any system, our individual habits and our mindset play a crucial role. A person can find ways to be active and build community even in the most isolating of suburbs, just as one can be lonely and sedentary in the most charming of villages. Perhaps the true art of aging well lies not in choosing the perfect place, but in learning to walk the best possible path.